Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Popeye Goose back with another video. Today's video is going to be on the new car that came out, along with the snow that you'll see on the streets of San Andreas. This new car is the Benefactor Streiter. It's an SUV and it's out perfect timing for the snow. This thing handles like a beast. I'll go ahead and do a little customization. I'll skip through some of the parts, and then we'll go ahead and do some road tests, and then also testing it on the hills and in the snow. So before we get going, we're going to go ahead and buy this. I already have this. So you can buy it for $500,000. You'll notice that the speed's not the greatest, but I mean, it is a sports car. It's probably one of the best off-road vehicles besides the Sanchez. You'll notice on the acceleration for the car, it'll go all the way up once you tune the engine, the transmission, and the turbo. Just want to take a second to remind you guys that I have an event coming up tonight, starting at 2200 UK, 5 p.m. on the East Coast in the US, and 2 p.m. on the West Coast in the US. I'm going to go ahead and give out a total of 7 shark cards. 6 of them will be live tonight. One of them will be on the recorded version of this. As soon as the live stream ends, there'll be a competition going until Christmas Eve, and then I'll go ahead and announce the winner. More details will be following tonight during the live stream. Again, go ahead and check us out. If you're interested in joining the CEO challenge, you can go ahead and add me as a friend on Xbox Live. My ID is, well, my gamer tag is Popeye Goose 72. What the idea is, we're going to break off into 4-man CEO organizations. Hopefully we can get 4 teams, at least 3 teams minimum. We're all going to start up missions, and each team's going to get a certain amount of missions that they can start. And then basically whoever wins, whether your team's successful or somebody comes in and kills you, the winner of each mission will get 1 point. And at the end of the game, the team that has the most points, everybody on the team will get either a $1.25 million shark card or a $20 Xbox Live gift card. And I'm giving out 3 gift cards to viewers, so go ahead and check us out. I'm sorry I'm taking too long explaining that into this video. It's coming up in a couple hours, so I just want to make sure I get the word out. Any of you people last minute, go ahead and either join us in the live stream or go ahead and add me as a friend and participate. So you'll see with this car there's some customizations as far as like the bumper and the hood and stuff like that that have a lot of different choices. But you can't change the fenders. You can't obviously give it a spoiler. You know, there's skirts and stuff like that. There's some things that you just can't give it. But I think this is a really cool vehicle. You'll see when I take it out for the test drive. I think this thing handles amazing, and I think the speed's kind of deceiving because once you get up to full speed, that thing hauls ass. So right now I'm just kind of picking my color. I ended up trying to do the matte glitch, and because I'm inside my CEO office, I couldn't change the plate, so obviously that didn't work. So I ended up going and changing it back to a metallic, and you'll see in this clip I ended up going further and changing the pearlescent on the car to pink, which I ended up later changing as I drove it out because I didn't really think that it looked all that well. On this car it didn't look that good, so I ended up going with my second color. I think I ended up making it some kind of steel, just basically for the hood and the roof. Threw on my crew emblem, of course, and then I think in this clip I end up, I don't know, I changed the rest of it, you know. So I ended up driving out, and then I think I ended up driving back in on the clip when I started changing the tires, and that's when I finally changed it from a pink to I think it was lava red or candy red. You go ahead and see that. So sorry about the editing there. I didn't want to make this a 20-minute video, so I kind of just came in and changed it. So now I drove out, checked it out. I didn't like the pink underglow and the pink pearlescent, so I went ahead and changed the tires first, and then I go ahead and change the color back, and then I go ahead and test this out. I'm pretty impressed with it, especially for $500,000. You know, I think it's pretty nice. I have a Baller, or the Brawler, which was I think like $700,000 or $800,000, but I'm not too impressed with that vehicle. I don't think it's that fast. I don't know if the acceleration's as fast as this one when you fully customize it. Even the speed's kind of deceiving on the other one because I think it is supposed to be one of the fastest SUVs besides one of those those rally trucks. But I don't really like the Brawler that much. Yeah, it looks nice and you can customize it, but so far driving this one, I think this one's a tank. You can knock anything out of your way. You can go over friggin' mountains, hills. You can hit cars and then basically just, you know, keep your momentum going. Maybe you flip and spin, but you get back on your wheels and you take off again. This thing's kind of hard to stop. Like I said, once you go on full speed, it kind of really kicks ass. I mean, this thing, you'll hear the engine when we're going full speed for a little while on a straightaway. It's definitely you can definitely hear it roar. So I think at this point I'm coming back and I'm just trying to verify which rims I want. And then I think in the next clip, maybe one of the last clips of me customizing the vehicle. So yeah, I think I drove it out, and then this is where I kind of realized I made a mistake. So I came back in, and then I ended up going ahead and changing it to a red, and then red tire smoke and the red underglow.
Do you need a drink? Bubbles or something?
Yeah, so I think I start the test now. I just came in and I changed that, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see when we pull out, if I just start driving away. Okay, yeah, and I pulled out, and I don't know if I liked it. Oh, no, I did like it. Okay, I think that is the red. So I came out, wasn't used to the snow. It's the first time driving in the snow. Obviously took that turn a little too wide. Shout out to my boy there in the APC, Gummy Lad 565. Guess we got a little bit of a far shot of him there as I was trying to switch the camera angle. By the way, I love using these camera angles when I'm driving, when I'm testing out cars. It's a pain in the ass to drive, but I've gotten a little bit better at it, but sometimes you just can't help it because the camera angle changes at the last second when you're going through an intersection and, you know, there's a fucking car right in front of you. So not much I can do about it. I try to, you know, maneuver as good as I can. As I said, this thing has great handling. I think it has, obviously the acceleration is fully maxed out, but I think the speed is actually pretty well as far as when you're going in a straight line, or even when you're turning. This thing handles really well. That's all I can really say. I mean, this thing it's a beauty to control, especially in the snow, and I don't have any off-road tires or anything like that. I just got some standard ones, but this thing's pretty sick. I mean, if you got the money and you're really thinking about buying it, I would say go ahead. We don't have many SUVs that we can go out and pimp out and you know, take out in the city. So, I mean, it's not going to replace a supercar, but it's a car that obviously, you know, you'll be able to use. You'll probably be able to use it in some races because it is considered a sports car, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it'll probably rival some of the sports cars, like the Jester might be a little bit faster. The Mascachero, whatever the hell the name of it is, I think that one might be faster. But, I mean, for an SUV, I think this thing hauls ass. So as you can see now, I'm taking this one off-road with the snow and on the cliff. And this one seems to be handling it pretty well. I mean, obviously I'm navigating myself to move my controller on my joystick so my car kind of lands, you know, flat on the ground. But I mean, look at the acceleration going through. It's not, even after the hit, I'm not swerving, I'm not spinning out. This thing is incredible as far as the handling, and I know the stat doesn't show it, but I think that stat's deceiving. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, the speed stats and some of those stats aren't really too accurate. But this car's handling should be, I mean, more than half full. So if there's 4 bars, it should be at least 2.5, I would say, if not more, because this thing is, like you can see right here, I have the freaking gas down. Obviously, I'm going a little slow because once I land, you know, you have to get your traction up and go again. But I mean, this thing's a beauty to drive, especially if you got to go anywhere quick and you got a, you know, a tight area, like you're on the highway and you got some congestion. Just barrel this thing through there and knock everybody out of your way. You'll be pretty much all set. You see right here, I just went over it like the APC would. That's how the APC would have handled that pretty much. So this one I'm just kind of swerving back and forth like an idiot, just to show you the traction that I can, well, except for right there, you know, that camera kind of messed me up a little bit. But once I actually get some clear room, you'll see I start testing it out, swerving back and forth, and I pretty much have control of that car no matter what I do going full speed. I mean, I'm really impressed with it. So if you're interested in buying it, I would say for a couple reasons. Maybe it's a new sports car to go ahead and race in. You know, possibly if you do some off-road races and you select sports cars or all cars, you know, you may be able to get away with using this instead of some of the off-road 4x4s or four-wheelers. And like I said, it's also, you know, only the few SUVs that we have. I know we have some other ones, but this one is probably one of the most customizable ones out of all the other ones. They're just basic street cars. So this one's pretty sick. I would recommend going ahead and getting it just to kind of have and possibly to race with, and you know, just to fuck around with, customize it, let it sit in your garage, do whatever. But it's perfect in the snow right now, so if you need to make any quick getaways, you know, this is something I definitely recommend. I hope, again, I see you guys tonight, 2200 UK, 5 p.m. on the East Coast in the US, 2 p.m. on the West Coast. I'm giving out a total of $120 worth of gift cards and shark cards, so go ahead and join us, and I hope to see you later. Thanks.